Come on. Woo! YouTube, what is up? It is a beautiful Monday, and we are back ready to rip today. We got 6x1 snatches, we got 3x1 cleans, we got 3x2 pause front squats, but most importantly, we got the first week of our unweighted double broad jumps to see if our broad jump experiment works and we break 20 feet. So that is what we're looking forward to the most today. We'll do those with some barbell squat jumps on the jump mat, just building up that weighted jump and no hand jumps on the jump mat. The Achilles is a little flared up. It has not been loving life since the increase in softball volume, and I can pretty much put a finger on exactly what is causing it. It's the deceleration every single time with that big step and then twisting and rotating through. But it's not loving life right now, but hopefully it stays strong for these jumps and we get something big today. We're gonna move some heavy weights, we're gonna jump far, and we're gonna leave today feeling good about ourselves. So hopefully I can check back when I'm done editing this video and that all came true. Let's manifest it, let's go. I'm ready to rip these double broads here. The left heel, the Achilles feels like it's shitty, and it feels like I have a bruise on the bottom of my left foot from those triple jumps. So not loving that feel totally. Just weighed in at 237.6, which is the heaviest we've been in a long, long time. But we're still gonna rip this and get after this 20-meter mark, this 20-foot mark. Ooh! All right, right at 18.6. That's not a bad start for the first jump of the day. Heel hurts. 19.4 is my all-time best. It's probably 2:30 when I did that, so gotta break 20. Hit a big PR here, let's go. Ooh! There we go, 19.2. Damn, 20 is gonna be a send. I felt like I fucking floated on that one. All right, probably 2 more jumps here. Try and rip it. Let's go, feeling pretty good. Oh, right at it, damn. 1 more jump here. Oh, damn, we are right at that mark again. Shit. I was really hoping week 1 to crush that, and I was actually feeling pretty good going in today. Hopefully it's just the weight we've been adding on because all the other numbers are moving up, but we'll keep working on that. We'll get to 20, we'll crush it. Let's get some jumps. All right, now we got a progression off of those PVC pipe standing jumps here. Just building up this standing jump with a bunch of different modalities. We got a barbell here for the next 2 weeks, and we'll add a couple pounds to this as we go forward. So we'll go barbell, barbell, probably 5s, 5s, 10s, 10s, maybe end at like 25s as we build this up, then we'll go back to standing verts. Just continue to give myself a different stimulus on these and continue to drive intent into these jumps. 22.4 is my record to beat with the barbell today. Let's get it. Ooh! 23.1. Ooh, that did not feel that poppy. It was though, 23.2. All right, last one here, come on. Ooh! 22.4, all right. All 3 jumps above the highest for the day. 23.2 is the record to beat next week. Let's get some snatches. We got 230 on the bar. Mar's moving decent today. It feels like the jumps where it's like all right, but not top end. Right shoulder is a little sticky from softball. It was feeling sticky in the warm-up, feeling really sticky in the warm-ups, but it's opened up a little bit, feeling decent now. 6 sets here. I just stepped on the scale with my weightlifting shoes on because I had left the scale up from when I measured before, and I was 239.7 with the weightlifting shoes, so I might mess around and push 250, just make the scale say 250 this off season. That'd be kind of sick. Get a little bit of, might be a little bit of a fat ass. Jumps might hurt a little bit, might hurt the ego, but it'd be sweet to be that big again for a first time in a long, long time. So that's kind of on the brain right now. Let's get these reps here, 6 sets. Ooh, nice. Ooh, oh, almost sent that baby behind me. Ooh. Ugh. Ooh. Sheesh. I know I've mentioned this before on the YouTube, but I swear to God, the hardest thing in the world is the 85 to 90% ollies, where it's heavy enough where it can body you and hurt the ego, and not heavy enough to like get the intent up to like go hit a massive PR that day. Like training at these weights, man, is a weight I need to train at a little bit more because I am sloppy with these and it shows when it gets really, really heavy and I'm just like meatheading it up. So set number 5 here, let's rip. Ooh. Woo. Ooh. Oh. Got sloppier and sloppier, but we got it up. Let's get some cleans. All right, now we got to build up to 320 on the cleans here. Before we get to that, I was asked a question on Instagram on this week of Q&As where a follower asked, things you hate the most in your program but still do anyways. And honestly, right now, my shit has me feeling and moving like an absolute beefcake. A little bit more locked up than I would like to be. A little bit too thick and like heavy right now is probably how I describe what my program is doing to me. And that's not something I typically like to feel like. I like to have that little bit more athletic feel, a little bit leaner, a little bit less locked up in the back, a little bit less compoundy and compressive in my lifts, especially if I'm training like for full-on athletics. I'm training for the softball season, and we have to hop into the outfield and survive all the swings necessary in that week of BP. And right now, it just feels like everything's like I'm kind of beat up and locked up and beefy, and that is okay because this is the time period in my program where I've written out where I want to be a beefcake, where I want to be a meathead. And truthfully, I just been love crushing myself in the gym during this time period. So the things I would change in my program is how I would program for my athletes, where it's a little less compounding, probably 1 or 2 compound lifts a day instead of 3. A lot more mobility stuff, a lot more accessory work to spread out the load, and a lot more variation in the program. But right now, I've really just been in love with the process of feeling and moving like a beefcake and like actually putting myself through the ringer. And again, I don't have softball for a couple months here anyway, so it's a good time period to do that. So is this the optimal way to train as an athlete? Probably not. It's not how I program for my athletes. But it's a really good way to get really strong really quickly and really beefy really quickly. And right now, the goal is pretty exclusively to clean 405 and snatch 315, and that's gonna take some amount of feeling like a beefcake if I want to do that quickly. I still definitely think it's possible by like just long cooking over a long period of time and maybe only cleaning and snatching a couple times a week instead of 5 times a week. But again, I'm all right with digging myself in a little bit of a recovery hole right now and pushing that overtraining side of things and not feeling my best every single day right now and building up a massive base of strength and a massive base of size and a massive base of power so that when we come out of this phase, which will probably be right around February so that we can prepare for March tournaments, we're feeling amazing, we're feeling insanely powerful and insanely strong with a little bit more of an athletic feel, right? So that's kind of the plans going forward, how I feel right now in my program, the shifts I'd make if I was training other athletes. But again, I'm loving this process. I'm loving how I feel, and I'm loving just getting after the weights right now for the first time in a long time, right? So let's do that. Let's get after these cleans. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Bar was moving pretty good in warm-ups. Didn't feel great, but was moving good. We got 320 for 3 here. Let's see if we can power these. If not, we're gonna get under them. Let's go. Woo! Woo! Second set here. Let's keep this bar moving. Let's go. Woo! All right, last set here. Let's see if we can get this bar moving, see if we can power this. I felt like that last one was close and then I bailed on it. First one, we didn't have an option. Let's make this third one the crispiest one yet. Let's go. Oh, come on. Woo! All right, now we got 3 sets of 2 on these paused front squats at 305, continuing to build these babies up. Let's go. Ooh. Ooh, let's go. Oh, those are good pauses. Good pauses. Sheesh. Second set here. Let's crush it. Let's go. Oof. Ooh, let's go. All right, before we hit this last set, I was asked the question how to stand out in a business setting when so many competitors are around. And I really think this is like a scarcity mindset when it comes to business. The more you focus on others and the more you focus on the competition and everything else out there and what everybody else is doing, the less you focus on just building a good product and building it with what's right in front of you and the people that are right in front of you, especially when it comes to a community business like a gym. Just be authentically yourself. Put out or create a really good product, and an abundance of athletes will find their way to your door and hopefully your competitor's door as well. You don't want to put them out of business because you're doing well. Unless they're like really shitty ATG functional patterns types dudes. Like the sea is big enough, the ocean is big enough. The more you focus on the ponds, the less big fish and the less fish in general you are going to catch. So focus more on yourself. Focus on more on creating a product that is authentically yourself, which is going to set you apart from your competitors and attract people that are interested in what you're interested in, believe in what you believe in. And you do so much better in business than if you focus on what all your competitors are doing, what everybody else around you is doing, and trying to outbid them and race them to the bottom with prices, right? Know your worth, have faith in your worth, have faith in your product. If you don't have faith in your product, create a better product so you can get faith in the product, and then go tell people about your product. It's really that simple. We're playing long-term games with long-term peoples, not short-term games with short-term people, right? It sounds sexy and it looks sexy, again, in the short term, but in the long term, it will not work. Focus on building what's right in front of you and you will do much better, right? So let's get this third set and get out of here. Let's go. Ooh! Ooh! Let's go. I'm gonna go finish up with some back extensions and some Bulgarians, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Keep chopping wood.